I'm probably sounding like a broken record, that we're tying together those pieces that were shown in the previous plan into something that's more cohesive. The landscape, the landform, and the physical program elements that were requested through the community outreach program.
Hey, Gary?
Yeah?
Oh, you're going to talk about the play areas.
Okay.
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay. So we're going to sneak in a little bit, take a closer look at some of these locations. This is the little gem we were pointing to at the lower southwest corner of the park, the playgrounds. We have a playground for 5 to 12-year-old play and 2 to 5-year play. Typically those amenities are separated but close nearby. So if there are siblings playing with each other, they can intermingle. But you also want to have separate facilities so the younger children feel safe and the older children have something that they find challenging. We'd also like a significant portion of this equipment to be accessible for people with various physical abilities and so on, and interests. So you have seating along that perimeter, you have some seating in between, so it's easy for adults to supervise the play when the kids are at certain ages, want to be supervised. We're showing the landform here, again, part of the play environment, creating that enclosure, creating a nice play environment. Okay, we're going to jump ahead to how we envision that playground coming into fruition. A lot of the work here is work that we've completed in other parks within Connecticut. So introducing some natural forms like boulders and of course safety surfacing, landscape, and different play components. And we can also introduce more natural material like black locust, wood, and such in lieu of these more colorful play equipment. But there's so much that you can do with materials and playground equipment these days. You can create very exciting play environments, very interactive. Okay, so we're going to move our way counterclockwise to this playground environment, which is located on the Day Street side of the park, to the west of our, to the east of our performance space. So we're thinking about this more as a sculptural element with intermittent water play, so it's not just gushing water all the time, it's reacting to presence. So the children actually activate the play environment, and then the water plays sort of intermittently. And looking at ways that that could work, have these bubblers here, you have sculptural elements like this. So again, imagine you're driving down Day Street and you're looking into the park in January. These snow-covered elements would be as interesting in the winter as they would be in the summer. And then when they're off, they still have a sort of sculptural feel. But when they're in play, everyone gets to enjoy them. Introducing lighting and water. Using water again in a conservation sort of style. Again, we don't want water rushing here at high volume. We have to be respectful of water use and make sure that it's available to children at all times. You can even introduce ground play, where the water simply comes out of a ground hydrant, and again, intermittently coming up out of the ground. They never know when it's going to occur. It's happening sporadically, but they initiate it by hitting a hand device, and then the spray equipment is on. But of course, it's on timers, so the city could say, well, we want the spray equipment to be available from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And any time within that time, it could be child activated. Okay, so we can limit the